the grass greener on the other side? Oh my gosh. Is the grass greener? Some of you guys have gotten into relationships and you broke up with that girl. And the one thing you're trying to figure out is, dang, she really just left me for the other guy. This is why we have to explain this. Some of you guys need to understand, no matter what, when you lose, when a relationship ends, you have to be very privy to the fact that at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter if the grass is greener on the other side. But a lot of guys get caught up in understanding, is the other grass greener? And you're trying to figure out, why do I care so much? Because what you did was love this girl with all your heart. And what happened? She took that and she brought it over here. But you have to recognize, when you are dealing with these situations and you're trying to figure out, dang, was the grass greener? She gonna figure out, she gonna understand this, that, and the third. It's cool. Don't worry. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing that you have to do is water your own grass. Most guys always mess up on this portion. If a girl decides to leave you, and she decides to go into the other side, it is more important for you to focus on your grass than trying to understand, dang, who's this other guy? Oh, who's this other guy? Is he better than me? Does he have a better car? Is he taller than me? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It never mattered. The most important thing about heartbreaks that most guys don't recognize is the fact that it's an elevation. See, you're right here. You get leveled higher, and you become another person. So what happens when you actually understand that heartbreak actually pushes you into elevation? It makes your flowers and your grass grow. Right? But we want to stay so much in our sorrow that we will not even focus on our grass. We will be more enticed to understand and bring ourselves back to this elevation to focus on this girl to see if she's happier with this next guy. Here's the heart. It doesn't matter what she does. That's the truth. When you get your heart broken, it does not matter what this guy is doing. Yeah, he may be watering his grass, but she doesn't know that there's a pile of bricks that's just laying on the grass. She does not know that, and that's fine. But most guys, we like to understand that we don't even know if there's a pile of bricks on that side. We hope. I want you to experience. This is how the mindset, this is how most guys think. Oh, I can't wait till she understands the grass isn't greener. She don't know that there's rocks and there's mud and there's all this type of stuff that's going on. Oh, I can't wait. Your revenge is so hurt. You're so hurt and you're so dealt in your own pain that you lose sight on your own grass. Why would you want to lose sight when you just got through a heartbreak that is there for elevation? Guys, heartbreak is not meant for you to dwell on a person and see that person left you. It is not there. Yes, you go through pain and you go through anger and an understanding of understanding that. But that's the reality. You learn how to love harder. You learn how to love even more. But you want to be over here worried about the next dude? Trying to figure out if the next dude's making her happy? Trying to live her out? Man, I get it. Sometimes you do. You wish the worst. Sometimes that's the reality. And that may be the grieving process. But guys, when you focus on your grass and you start building trees, you got apples. Guess what? There's going to be another girl that comes. And you know what? You're going to be so impactful that at the end of the day, your leaves, which are your money, your mind, your body, your soul, you're going to be so enamored with you because you decided after the girl that you want to spend the rest of your life left you. You decided, I'm not going to worry if the grass is greener on the other side. I'm going to focus on my grass. I'm going to water my grass. I'm going to grow my flowers. I'm going to grow more trees. I'm going to bear more fruit. Which is all of a sudden, you recognize that your fruit is your mind, your money, your soul, your body. That's the fruit of the nature if we really want to tackle. But most of you guys do not want, you guys never want this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're heartbroken. Get up, take your shoes, put them on, put your backpack, go to work, and water your grass. Because regardless, most people, and I'm going to show you why most people fail at this point, is because when they be like, oh, the grass is greener, you don't know what type of soil they're putting onto that grass. We don't know what type of things that person is contributing. But so many guys, we wish the worst. And it's innate. It's innate in us to understand that we wish the worst on this person. And sometimes, they get understand. You feel me? Sometimes the grass is just muddy. You feel me? Sometimes you can't just, you have nothing but to laugh. Because at the end of the day, she decided to choose up because she decided she wanted a taller guy. She decided she wanted somebody with more money. But the thing that she didn't have the sight of was what was the heartbreak going to do to you. You know, that's so important for us guys to understand in a generation. Heartbreak is one of the most purest forms of love, of intimacy. These things make you better. You gotta crave it so much that at the end of the day, you do not look at anything that this person got going on. Because so what? She left. She decided decided that she wanted better for her future. But what happened? You grew from it. So did you really lose? Did you really lose? Most guys will look at this and be like, oh my gosh, I lost the girl of my dreams. She was just perfect. Her eyes, her skin, her beauty was just so perfect. Her mind. No, you don't understand. You don't understand. We were together. We were just locked in. That was my girl. That was my girl. But she left you. And you had to pick up the pieces. And you felt the pain. That hurts. All the guys that go through this, it hurts. But don't lose sight of the vision that you had for you when you were with that girl. Most guys look at this and be like, oh snap, I want to build with this girl. I want to build a house. I want to build a house. I want to have the car. I'm going to be a provider. I'm going to do all these different things. Build a family. You wanted to do that with your life. She left. And now the vision and the picture that you have is no longer. But here's the thing. The picture that you already had, it doesn't matter if she left. It was still going to be there. The house, the cars, the children, the money, the lavish life, the traveling, all those things are going to be there for most people to understand. But you have to tap in to understanding your why on why you really wanted to be in a relationship. Why did you actually find this person attractive? What were the things that they were just pulling out? Or was I just admitting myself onto her to disguise all the things that wasn't good about her? Guys, who cares if the grass is greener? She decided to leave, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, heartbreak always elevates the person that becomes heartbroken. You don't need to repeat that again. Heartbreak will always elevate the person that is heartbroken. You will always rise. As hard as your heart broke. You will always rise. Until you actually recognize elevation, you get more water on them plants. You get more water on those plants. So guys, at the end of the day, who cares if the grass is greener? So what she left you? So what you couldn't build the life that you really wanted with her? So what? Because at the end of the day, you are now becoming a better specimen. You are now becoming a better man because of this. This is why a lot of people say, hey, when you get into the dating game and you really want to play the game, yeah, go on a lot of dates, get in a lot of relationships, figure out the ins and outs and outs and flows of what you're trying to do. Because at the end of the day, do you want to find somebody or not? Do you really want to find somebody or you do not? But mind you, one of the most important things that I really want to break down is that when you wanted to have that house, you wanted to build yourself, you wanted to have a woman by your side to build. The beauty about heartbreak is when you actually understand that you don't actually need a girl to help you build the foundation that you need. Your foundation is so solid that you decided when that girl left you, and she left you, you decided to get your mind right, you decided to get your money up, you decided to get your body right. And what does that happen? Wow, that's a foundation that you did not have when you was with this girl. You idolized the fact that you will one day become this person, but you locked in so hard because the heartbreak hurt so much that you built your foundation on faith, your mindset, your money, family, all those things that are very crucial, your body, you worked out some more. And you built a foundation, so when you finally find this girl, if she decided to leave you right now, when you have this foundation on lock, most guys would actually understand that they will be more solid than ever before because of the first heartbreak made you a solid dude. Don't let that go over your heads. You become a solid dude because you showed up for yourself. Throughout the heartbreak, you water your plants. Throughout the entire ecosystem, you stop worrying about what she was doing, who she's with, oh, what car she's driving. Oh my gosh, I keep reminiscing. You decided to exit and say, you know what? Here's my foundation. Here's the things that I'm going to work on. Because when I get in my next relationship, it's probably going to be my last. Or you go through a heartbreak and it just elevates you even more. So at the end of the day, you do not have to worry if the grass is greener on the other side and if she's miserable in X, Y, and Z. You just have to elevate yourself through the heartbreak to water your own grass. Because at the end of the day, you become a better man with a stronger foundation to grow. Class is closed.